anything that robs you of your peace and joy is not worth it. There's no better feeling in the world than peace and joy. You know, when I was younger, I didn't really put in too much thought into consequences of having sex. You know, when I was younger, my spirituality was non-existent. I knew who God was, and you know, I went to church sometimes as a kid, but I wasn't locked in or connected or even had an understanding of what it meant to be spiritual. I want to talk about sex addiction. The two things that men need in this world is respect and sex, right? It's hardwired in us. Now, it's our nature as animals, as humans. But where spirituality comes in is, this is where we have to have discipline and not be like the world. When you become like the world, your consequences, you don't live safe. You're not moving correctly. You're not living inside the will of God, and anything can happen to you. You know, you're not safe. I've been struggling, bro, this last week. You know, I won't lie, I was having sex a few nights with this girl, right, in a row. Just be transparent with y'all. And I know I'm not supposed to be doing that. You know, I pray every night for the strength against the temptation of lust and drugs. The two things that I go to war with mentally. And you know, God even says, when it comes to lust, you know, as men, as people, we have a fight or flight system for a reason. Some things we have to fight, some things we have to flee from. He tells us not to fight the temptation of lust, not to sit there and think about it or overanalyze it. You have to flee. You have to literally run from it. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, bro, I let my second brain do my thinking for me this last week, get the better of me. And I was having sex, you know, hooking up with this girl I had met, and I felt spiritually dead. I still do. You know, it's almost like, you know, when you are a teenager or in your early 20s and you go out a lot, you know, and get messed up, drunk, faded, and you can recover pretty quickly. Like, you're pretty good by the next day. But when you get a little older, it takes you a couple more days to recover. So, you know, back then when I was engaging in sexual activity, it didn't really do nothing to me. I didn't feel any type of way about it. But now when I do it, it's like my soul has been sucked from me. Like I said, spiritually, I just feel dead. I feel far from God. I feel far from my purpose. I feel far from, like, I've strayed from my path in life. And I know I'm gonna get back to it, because I fall, but I pick myself up every time. But I just want to let y'all know, man, sexual addiction can be real, and it can really mess your life up, bro. It's not a part of God's plan for you. You know, you're meant to find the right woman, stick to that woman, and, you know, just being promiscuous, bro, is it's just a dangerous game you playing, bro. All the consequences that can come behind it. But just like anything that you do wrong, whether it be drugs or just living the wrong type of lifestyle, hurting people, it all comes back on you, and it makes you feel depleted of energy, you know. And I haven't made a video recently because I feel hypocritical sometimes, because I like to think of myself as a self-improvement YouTuber, and every self-improvement YouTuber that I've watched, they all have it all together. You know, they know what they're doing, they have it all together, and they got everything, just, at least they make it seem like they're not making any mistakes, and that you should follow everything that they're doing. You know what I mean? And it made me feel like a fraud for making videos, but hey man, I'm just on here passing along the message of what not to do, my mistakes. I felt the need deep down to do that. One thing that can really help you out if you are having problems with staying away from sex or pornography or whatever, just remember, out of sight, out of mind. Delete your dating apps, stay off social media, stay off anything that will expose you to that type of pictures or videos or thoughts. You know, because before last week, for about a month, I was not on any type of social media, not seeing anything like that, and I didn't really think twice about sex or anything like that, you know. So, and even before that, I've been abstinent for a good minute, but I just fell, I don't know, it just came out of nowhere, and I just fell, you know. It's like when you try to level up in life, that's when the battles come at you, the wars come at you, to see if you're really ready to level up, you know. I fucked up, man, and I feel bad, bro. And when you fuck up like that, it feels like time is against you now, because you don't, it's almost like all the work you've been doing to better yourself just went away. And it's like, now time is against you as far as recovering mentally and spiritually. Having to recover is gonna take days or a week or two, and it's just like, man, bro, the older you get, the more in tune you get, the more you really feel that if you are not making the decisions in God's will, you will feel it. You will feel bad. You will feel wrong. You will feel like shit. I'm trying to tell you, bro. So it's just like the pain of growing or the pain of remaining the same, it starts to get real. It's not a joke anymore. It's not a game anymore. You will get to the point in life where it's sink or swim, do or die. There's no middle ground. There's no delayed obedience. Delayed obedience is disobedience. There's none of that, bro. You have to live as if, let's say you don't have kids, like I don't have kids. Live right now as the father that you would want to be to your children. Make those type of decisions, and always think about the future. Always know that there is better and greater for you, and that you don't have to cash out on simple pleasure right now. You don't have to. Anything that robs you of your peace and joy is not worth it. There's no better feeling in the world than peace and joy. You could be uncomfortable, right? Let's say you've been at work for 8 hours and you're just feeling like, you know how it be when you be at work all day and you're just like, man, it sucks. But if you're living correctly, you'll have that underlying peace and joy inside your heart, and that foundation, bro, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like having peace and joy. And when you make decisions that are out of balance, bro, that peace and joy temporarily will be robbed from you. It will be gone for a little bit. And you don't want that, bro. You don't. So, yeah, man, I just felt compelled to make this video. You know, if you're having trouble with sexual addiction or porn addiction, as a man, I get it. just pray for mercy from God and do what you need to do moving forward. Put things in place that help you make the right decisions, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's about it, y'all. I'm out.